What? What are we doing? What? Good evening. Welcome to Grandma's Attic Music Review. It's a pleasure to be with you. I am thoroughly excited about tonight's show. As you all know, I am blessed to have the privilege to be a judge for the Connecticut Blues Society Blues Challenge, which takes blues players from our state and sends them to Memphis. So I'm also privileged to be able to see a lot of different musical acts during that time. Tonight's act is one of the acts that I actually thought should have won. I was that excited about what they did during their set. So of course, I had to ask them to come here, and it's taken several months to get them here. But tonight, you're gonna enjoy some serious rock and roll. Here are the Whiskey Rebels.
All right. We play rock and roll.
car because you gotta work late.
Got to work, what I'm gonna do. There ain't no cure for the summertime blues. My mama and papa told me, son, you gotta make some money. If you want to use your car, go around and get Sunday. I didn't go to work, I told them, boss, I was sick.
You can't use the car because you didn't work a lick.
Sometimes I wonder what I'm gonna do, 'cause there ain't no cure for the summertime blues. I'm gonna take 2 weeks to have a vacation. Don't take my promise to you like a case. Well, I called my father, said he said, quote,
I'd like to help you, son, but you're too young to vote.
time to work, what I'm gonna do. There ain't no cure for the summertime blues. Yeah, oh yeah, that's right. That was the Eddie Cochran number for all of you folks who might remember that one. I just checked the clock, it's time for some Chuck Berry. This is in the key of G, it goes just like this. Riding on my automobile, my baby beside me at the wheel. I stole a kiss and a turn of my mouth. My curiosity ran wild. Cruising and play the radio, with no particular place to go. Riding on my automobile, I want to kill her the way I feel. I told her softly and sincere, she really whispered in my ear, call the more time is slow, with no particular place to go. Come on, Jackie. Way out of the Kokomo. The night was young, the moon was cold. We monkey side, take a stroll. Can't you imagine the way I felt? I couldn't imagine her safety belt. Riding on my calaboose to try to get her belt unloosed. All the way home I held a grudge. That safety belt won't budge. Crossing and play the radio. We're gonna get a place to go. Come on, Jay. glad you liked it. We're going to do a song now about a train, a mystery train. It's an Elvis song. Oh boy, I hope you like it. It goes just like this. I bet you thought we were all just the nobodies. Well, I want you to know you can't judge a book by looking at the cover. The cover, oh baby, can't you see? Well, you misjudged me. I look like a farmer. I'm a lover. You can't judge a book by looking at the cover. Let's go now. cover, oh baby. Hey, you see, well, you misjudge me. I look like a farmer. I wanna be a lover, but you don't judge a book by looking at the cover. Let's go down. A book by looking at the cover. Let's go now. I'm moving like a farmer. I am a farmer. You can't judge a book by looking at the cover. Oh, honey. Woo! Just like we rehearsed. All right, that was a Bo Diddley tune for you. What happens if I hit the button here? Absolutely nothing. Well, what can you do? Let's do another Bo Diddley tune. Ooh. Yeah, just delayed reaction there. Just gotta think about it. This song is called Who Do You Love? More necktie, brand new house on the road. I may have Who's this song by? Chuck Willis?
Chuck Willis, yeah.
Chuck Willis. Here's a Chuck Willis song for you. We don't do too many Chuck Willis songs. Maybe you've never been to one of these Whiskey Rebel things before. I'm going to introduce the man to you. On the lead guitar from old Brooklyn, Mr. Dan Caruso. On the lead drums, the greatest drummer in the world from Los Angeles, California, Mr. Joe Glenn. On the lead saxophone and lead harmonica from Chicago, Illinois, Mr. Santi Asopo. And on lead bass, playing in the Whiskey Rebels for 20 long years, Mr. Phil Cone. And finally on lead guitar and awkward stage manager, yours truly, Mr. Doug Graves. My mama, she told me I should ride the rock and roll. She said, oh, mama, mama, how many kicks I'm going? I wanna have my rock and roll shoes. Chuck Berry in the key of C here. I'd like to dedicate this to Grandma Guy. It's called Little Queenie. If it's a rocker, well, I'll get it. If it's good, still dig it. Come on, Queen, let's get with it. Coming I got a chance, I'll take it. If you dance, then we'll make it. Come on, Queen, I take it. I can't go, little Queen. Can't go, little Queen. I can't go, little Queen. Come on, shake it. Thank you very much. This is the slow dance portion of the Whiskey Rebel show. It's a good time to go to the bathroom or get a beer. It's your choice. This song is in the key of B flat for those of you who keep track at home. It's by Sam Cooke. It's called Bring It On Home to Me. That's not B flat. If you ever change your mind about leaving me behind, baby, bring it to me, bring your sweet loving, bring all home to me, yeah, yeah, yeah. I know I Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. This is our last song now. Don't forget us. We are the Whiskey Rebels, and we play rock and roll. Little Richard now. Ready, set, go, man, go. I got girl, I holler, so I'm ready. I'm ready. Ready, I'm ready. Ready, I'm ready. Ready to rock and roll. Go to the corner, become my queen, back. I roll back to the apple of my eye. Ready, I'm ready. Rock and roll on the back catch and the door it goes. Good shock of ball. Boys with a coming and the cash go wild. And it really sounded like good. Chris I'm ready to rock and roll. Go! Rock and roll, go! Rock and roll. Yeah.
All righty then. That's some serious rock and roll. I'm excited now. I have to bring myself down a little bit to do some talking. How are you, Doug?
I'm all right. How are you today?
I'm great. I am excited about this band, and you already knew that. Why don't you introduce everybody?
Okay. All right. On the lead guitar behind you is Mr. Dan Caruso.
Hi, Dan.
Hi.
How are you today?
Good. How are you?
I am wonderful. I'll come back and talk to you in a minute.
On the lead drums behind me is Mr. Joe Glennon.
I know Joe from way back. He's an old friend of mine. And when I say old, I mean, you know, old.
2 or 3 minutes. Roughly.
Centuries.
On the lead saxophone and lead harmonica is Mr. Santi Isopo.
How are you, Sandy?
Hello there, how you doing?
It's good to see you again.
Yes, it's good to see you too.
I see you doing a lot of stuff with a lot of different bands. It's very cool that you do that.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Really
Keeps you
is.
busy.
It does.
And on lead bass, and our musicologist and resident musical historian, Professor Phil Cohn.
Professor, no less.
That's what he says, yes.
That's nice.
It's true.
You know who wrote every song that you did today?
Just about, yeah.
That's very cool. Did you study music all your life?
I guess, not professionally, but it was a fun thing to do.
Keeps you busy.
You want to know what the name of a song is and who did it, and he knows.
Okay.
Being modest.
Right? So, Doug, let's talk a little bit about you and this band. When did you put together your very first band?
When did I put together this band? Or like
No, your very first band.
Okay. So
We're getting some music history here.
so when I was 10 years old, the person who cut my hair, he had a band, and they were a fundraising group for the Republican Party in town.
I got nothing to say.
So they were doing a Republican fundraiser, and I played guitar in that band, and I just kept going from there.
That's nice. So you must have been playing guitar before you were 10 years old.
Yep, I started when I was 9.
9.
Yep.
What made you start playing guitar?
I asked my parents for a drum set, and they got me a guitar. They said, this won't be too loud.
How'd that work for them?
When I was 15, I got a twin reverb, and it would shake the house. I turned it on. Shake.
Nice. I like that. I like that a lot. I'm going to go over here and talk a little bit about this rhythm guitar. First of all, I have to tell you that I love your guitar. It's beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you. Courtesy of Guitar Center and me. I do a lot of work on my guitars, and these guys know me well enough to know I've kind of reworked the whole thing. So
You reworked it, but the finish
part I
is
didn't do.
the finish is absolutely amazingly
that's
beautiful.
Factory. That's factory. But the rest of the stuff is Dan built.
So you have a little bit of a guitar fetish.
Yeah, you could say that.
How many guitars do you own
Currently,
today?
today, about 12.
12 guitars. Do you play all of them?
I do.
You do. You play them all on a regular basis.
I do. Some of them I don't take out of the house, but most of them. I play them all the time, but some of them I only play at home. Yeah.
When do you find time to do things like work and rehearse with other bands?
Well, that's the best kept secret. No, I don't know. Just make the time, you know.
You make the time. When did you start playing guitar?
Actually, I'm the newbie of the bunch. I didn't pick up a guitar for the first time until I was 50 years old.
And you have 12 guitars.
I'm down to 12, yeah.
So at 50 you decided that you needed to do the whole guitar thing.
No, it wasn't like that. I always wanted to take guitar lessons, but I never did. And then I have a younger brother who's only 2 years younger than me, and he was 48 at the time. He started taking guitar lessons. I said, well, if he can, I can too. So I started taking lessons. He lasted about 6 months. About 2 years after that, I joined my first band, and I've been playing out ever since.
You do a great job. I think it's wonderful. I'm going to see if I can get over here in to see my friend Joe. Hi, Joe. How you doing?
I'm doing. How's you been?
I'm wonderful. It's nice to see you.
You too. It's been a while.
It has. I think the last time that I saw you was at Pass Guitar.
Yeah, we took Hugh Birdsall's Pastor guitar from New London, and I brought it to Westerly, Rhode Island, and we'll be actually going to have our third Pastor guitar in February of 2019.
Nice. I'll be there.
Great. I want you there.
I absolutely will be there. When did you start playing drums?
Oh, gee, I started when I was about 13. We had a piano in my basement when I was a kid, and I used to mess around with that. And then I got a guitar, and then I got the drums, and we've been best friends ever since.
You prefer the drums to the guitar?
It's a completely different thing, a completely different feel. You know, I think my neighbors in the apartment I live in prefer the guitar to the drums.
I can understand that.
Yeah, they get a little nasty when I get a rhythm going. But they're kind of nice about the guitar.
Were your parents always supportive of your musical endeavors?
Yeah, my parents were, and everybody in our neighborhood was. I lived in the city, in New Jersey, and all the houses were right up against each other. Mm-hmm. And my parents were kind of worried that we might be annoying the neighbors. So my mom went out and asked, and they said, hey, look, at least we know where your kid is. He's not out getting into trouble, all right? Everybody within a mile knows where your kid is when he's playing those drums. So we'd rather have him down in the basement doing that than going out and getting some trouble. So it was a good thing. Everybody was very supportive.
I like that. Yeah. I like that. You ended up getting yourself in a little bit of trouble here and there along the way anyway, so we won't get into that part of the story, but yeah. I happen to know you're being a good boy these days, and I think that's wonderful.
Yeah, I'm finishing up my studies at the University of Connecticut. And I was accepted to the study abroad program. I'll be going to London for 3 weeks in the winter.
Nice, Joe.
There for a while.
Good job.
Actually, I met Doug at Three Rivers Community College, where he was taking some courses, and we had a mutual friend. She said, hey, I know a guitar player who needs a drummer. And I said, well, I'm a drummer who needs a guitar player. And I did a gig with him and Phil. And then they brought me to do another gig out in the middle of God knows where we were.
Nowhere, right?
We were out in the woods somewhere in Stratford Springs or something. I don't know what it was. And Santi showed up, and then it was the four of us. And You know, it just keeps growing and growing, but it's cool, man, because this kind of music, it just gets better and better.
This music does get better and better. Keep doing what you're doing, Joe. I love what you do. And I will see you at probably the Pass Guitar in November. There's a Pass.
The New London one is a spectator.
Is in New London.
In New London at All Souls Unitarian.
On November 4th.
November 4th.
I will be emceeing that show, so I will be there. And that is that. So put on your calendars November 4th, because we will be doing the Pass Guitar. Hugh Birdsall is in charge of all that. But that will be at the All Souls Universal Unitarian Church. So there's a little plug for that. Hi, Santos.
Hello, hello. Hi.
How are you?
I'm fine.
What is this wonderful thing that you play, and why do you play it? I love the saxophone.
Well, it's kind of funny. Well, I started off as a harmonica player, and it was hard for me to get gigs. You know, unless you're a singer, it's hard to get a gig. So I said, well, I'm gonna have to come up with another instrument. So
When did you start playing the saxophone?
I was 25.
So that's a couple of years ago.
Yes, a couple of years, yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now, I've seen you play with different people. How many bands do you actually play with?
Right now is only two. It's really only two I play with right
Okay.
now. You know, some other bands, they call me up every once in a while, but mostly just two.
That's nice. Who's the other band that you play with?
Six Pack of Blues.
I've seen them. They're wonderful, just like you. Do you enjoy being the, quote, solo sax player when you play your solos during the songs?
Oh, absolutely. It's the best part.
That's very cool. It's neat to watch you. You get so into it. It's neat to watch you play. When did you actually start playing music, and what made you fall in love with music?
Well, of course, you know, when I was a kid, I always listened to music, and I just didn't know what to play. I tried playing guitar. I couldn't do it. I just didn't know what to do. And I always wanted to play something because, you know, I always listened to music, even since I was a kid. Mm-hmm. And so, you know, that's when I seen one of my friends playing harmonica. I said, oh, I can do that, and I never put it down. And then that's when I brought this in, too. Mm-hmm. And then the phone never stopped ringing when I got this guy going.
That's awesome.
Yes.
You must be very good at what you do.
I hope so.
I like watching you, so if that is any indicator, I don't know. I love watching you play. I'm going to go back here and see if I can get the good doctor, to talk. I don't know how to get in here. Let's see. I'll go over this way.
Okay.
That way you can talk in that mic, and
Gotcha.
I'll talk in this mic.
All right.
And this way maybe I'm a little off the camera. I was trying to get off camera.
Oh,
How are you?
very good. How about you?
You like what you do?
Oh, yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
How long have you been playing music?
Let's see. Started out when I was 5 playing banjo. Then taught myself
Really?
guitar.
Banjo?
Yes.
How did you get into banjo at 5 years old?
Oh, I like jazz, and jazz from the 20s, they had used the tenor banjo, so I learned that. Then I learned the 5-string. Then I learned guitar. And then the first band I was in, they said, you're the best guitar player we have. Learn bass.
Nice.
So,
The best guitar player learned bass. So, do you still like jazz?
yeah.
Do you play any jazz ever?
No, I stayed with rock and blues.
Well, rock and blues is really cool.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody that doesn't like the blues.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody that doesn't like the blues. The blues are kind of our soul, I think. I
Yeah,
think
there you go.
blues are what grabs our soul and grabs what we do. I don't need to be on the camera over there, Mr. Cameraman. So as you progressed up through playing banjo, then guitar, then bass, what do you prefer to play?
At this point, probably bass.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
It's a little bit easier at this point.
Easier?
Yeah.
I think having to be the rhythm section is the hardest part.
No.
I can't keep rhythm with my snapping fingers, so I can't do the rest of it. It's too hard for me. If you could choose one place where you would like to play a gig, your dream place to play a gig, where would you like to take the band, and where would you like to play that gig?
Oh, I have no idea. That's a good question.
It is a good question. That's why you have to come up with an answer.
Oh, how about Madison Square, Doug? We ever going to get there?
Next week.
Okay, great.
Madison Square Garden, that's a great venue. I'm going to go back over and talk to Doug a little bit. Thank you so much for playing bass. I appreciate it. It's good stuff. So if you talk to, if you talk to this mic, I'll talk to this mic. We'll get all tied up together. How fun is that?
Yeah, right. Do some dancing.
Dance. I like to dance.
Well, that's why I became a musician, because I don't know how. I got 2 left feet.
You have 2 left feet?
They
have.
fill with cement.
I actually have 2 left feet in my tattoo on my foot because that's how I dance. Like I have 2 left feet. So that's a real thing, having 2 left feet. What is it that makes you want to pursue the band going forward, the Whiskey Rebels? What is it about this band that makes you want to keep making them be more famous?
Be more famous.
That is what you want, isn't it?
Sure. I just like doing this. You know, for many years I played in bands. We had to play, what's that song called? What's that Sally song called?
Which one?
Yes,
Mustang Sally.
Oh,
Brown Eyed Girl. That's why Phil and I started this band, because we didn't want to do those songs no more. You know, and now when people ask us for that, or Journey, people ask us a lot for Journey. We're like,
We do play Journey, provided,
yeah. I'll usually say something like, you know, here's a song Journey wished they wrote.
So
And then we do whatever we want, and that's my favorite
Steve
part.
Perry has a new album out.
Good for him.
Yeah, yeah. He's older than me, so yeah. I guess I'm glad that he's doing what he's doing.
yeah.
I'm not real excited about his new album, but that's just me, because other people are really excited. He was on Good Morning America the other day, and yeah, and he's really excited about it. He's really excited about his life and stuff. Where are you guys playing? This show will air this coming Saturday night. So after this Saturday night, where are some places that you guys can be found?
Oh, man.
Oh, just use that mic.
All right. We were going to play this Saturday night at the State Line Station, but they double booked us. Isn't that convenient?
They do that all the
So we're going to
time.
try to, yeah, I know.
Not necessarily that venue, but venues do that on a regular basis. It's sad.
Tell me about it.
It's very hard.
So we're looking for a place to play Saturday night, maybe not. I don't know what will happen.
Well, you'll be on TV Saturday night, so you'll
That's
be
for sure.
playing.
And then in November, we're going to play at somewhere. I can't remember, but I know if you go on Facebook.com/The Whiskey Rebels Rock, you can find out where we're playing. I got a photo album there called Upcoming Shows. We just played Cartoberfest out in Barkhamsted. It's a benefit for the fire department over there.
Nice.
And they had over 100 cars there. It was a beautiful day. It was really hot. We had the world's best clam chowder for free. It was great. Everybody else had to pay, but we got for
Was
free.
it clear or the creamy kind?
Creamy. Yeah, the good stuff.
Best. The best. That's absolutely awesome. So you just said it was a car show. Are you vested in cars? You seem to
Kind
have.
of. I have a motorcycle that I ride a whole lot. And,
Well, I knew that.
And I do have an old Crown Victoria that I like to bomb around.
Nice.
in.
Crown
And,
Vics were nice cars back in their day.
Yeah, mine's 2 doors, got a 302 in it. And,
Oh, boy.
It's a big car. Actually, it's 3-speed in overdrive. It's pretty nice. It's
Nice. But when you drive it, it costs a lot of gas compared to that motorcycle.
Yeah, my bike, it gets, the last fill up I averaged 53 miles to the gallon.
See?
Which is absurd.
But
you know,
not
it's
in the
got-
Crown Vic. In the
Yeah,
Crown Vic,
right.
no,
It is
absolutely
absurd
not.
that the bike gets so much, and the car does not, the car averages, I get around 21 with it. I
Nice.
don't drive
That's
around
not bad.
Like I'm 16
I only
anymore.
get 17 with my Jeep, so 23 is good. I wish I could get that kind of mileage.
Yeah.
I asked this question already once, but you're the, quote, front man for this band. Where do you want to take this band, and when do you want to take them there? What's your plan for the next 5-year?
5 years.
Your 5-year plan.
5-year plan.
I'm using the wrong. Use this mic. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I like this mic. It's,
Yeah, it's a nice mic.
5 years. I hope we're just doing what we're doing and, playing wherever we want to play and just having a good time. This band, the best part about this band is it's just like a little club. We have more fun in band practice just hanging out than actually playing songs sometimes, And,
Yep, I understand.
at a practice spot. Sometimes we just hang out and talk outside before even going inside to practice, you know. And it's a good time, and I really enjoy playing music. So getting to play in this band with a bunch of guys who are really good musicians and really good people.
Right.
Yeah, getting those two together, no egos and good musicians, is hard.
Absolutely.
I've played in a lot of bands that they just were great musicians. I want to kill them all.
So my final question, and this is a big one because I really want to know, are you going to enter the Connecticut Blues Challenge this year?
Absolutely, we do that every year because Santy wants to, and we enjoy playing at Black Eyed Sally's. They wouldn't have us there anyways.
What a great venue Black Eyed Sally's is. Shout out. It's a good thing. They wouldn't let you play there.
No, I've gone there and asked, and a lot of
Well,
people don't ask.
They're
us
missing out. They're missing out on something.
Yeah.
So
rockabilly and 50s rock and roll is a tough sell in New England, you know, but we're doing the best we
It's all
can
good.
and keep going.
I thank you so much for coming to Grandma's Attic. It's so much fun to have you guys here. I'm going to let you guys take us out with a song, if you would.
All right, and thank you
All
very
right.
much for having us and
Absolutely.
unlocking the door and letting us in.
Absolutely.
All right, TV Land, there I am. Hope you all had a good time tonight. We are the Whiskey Rebels. We play rock and roll. That much in my baby, you're gonna look like that. That much in my baby, you're gonna look like that. I love my baby, she's so round and fast. I'm gone, 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 gone. Gone, 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 gone. I'm gone down the line. We're at Rebels Attic, everybody rocking tonight. We're at Rebels Attic and everybody rocking tonight.